When I go shallowly about the reason, it involves culture first of all, but majorly it's about faith and the religion in which now I am in. That is the denomination of Legio Maria.
Welcome once again. This is Massive TV, and today we have a very special guest. I'll give him this opportunity to introduce himself.
Hello guys, my name is Augustino Diambo. Okay, many people know me as Gusto here in Parkland.
Okay, so we'll refer you as Gusto throughout the interview. Okay, so today we are focusing on a very, I'll say a special topic. I'll try to ask Gusto one question. You had your 6 lower teeth removed. You had them.
I had them removed.
What was the reason for that?
Okay, when I go shallowly about the reason, it involves culture first of all, but majorly it's about faith and the religion in which now I am in. That is the denomination of Legio Maria.
So Legio Maria allows the congregants to remove their 6 lower teeth?
Yes, it allowed their congregants or every person who is participating in it to be able to undergo this rite.
Okay, now just a simple question on that practice itself. Is it like the baptism in other churches, or do you people also practice the baptism?
No, it is not like baptism, but we do baptism just like the Catholics do it. Yes. This one is just like a mark of identity. And many people who the strong believers in the faith, they believe when they remove their 6 lower teeth, they go to heaven.
Do you believe so, or is it just because you are made to do it that made you have your 6 lower teeth?
No, I do believe in that. You see, when you enter into a religion, you take everything as it is. You see, okay. That's what makes religion. You can't say that you're in this particular religion and you have not accepted everything that is involved with it. Like maybe you're a Muslim and you're a girl, and you say that now I'm just into Muslim, but I'm not going to maybe wear a hijab when walking outside. It's not going to be so much validated by the faith itself. So it's just as equal as not being in it. Okay.
To proceed, you're wearing a hat now. How do you call that?
This one, I don't know its English name.
How do you call it in the name that you want us to call it?
In Luo, it's called Ogudu. Okay, like something that's used to maybe cover your head with. Okay. Yeah.
And do you plan to remove it anytime soon? Ama itakuwa tu hivyo hadi milele?
I don't plan to remove it anytime soon unless its job is already finished. It's got its job, the way it is here.
Oh, it has its job?
Yes.
Which is?
Its job is like I've dedicated my hair to the Lord.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Now the next question. When you had your 6 lower teeth removed, was it done under the supervision of a doctor or ilifanyiwa tu manually?
It was done manually. There was no anesthetic, there was no sedation.
Okay, now explain to us like in simple terms. Walichukua pliers wakaivuta nje, or what
pliers? They are not pliers because I also didn't know them. When I asked the person who was doing the procedure, he just told me that these are tools. Okay. So I am made to believe that those are tools. So if you ask me, what do you use? I'm going to say they use tools.
But you can't say the specific name of the tool.
I cannot say the specific name of the tool because they were new to me.
You've never seen them before?
I've never seen them before, but what I know, they were made of steel.
Okay, now this question. When your teeth were being removed, what was the feeling before and after?
First of all, the feeling when you go there, you are quite anxious, you are quite afraid, and you sometimes confused. Then the feeling is not that easy. It's quite painful. Also, the canines are very painful until it reached a moment where I wanted to regret why I went into that practice. While removing the incisors, I could bear that pain, but when it reached at the canines point, it was quite painful.
Okay. And was there loss of blood? Ama inatoka tu hivyo tu?
Obviously, there was loss of blood.
Was it that bad? Ama is just the normal loss of blood that someone may experience through an injury?
Not exactly. But you see, mine was special. Even I was told mine was special. I didn't bleed that much as opposed to others who had undergone that side. Because others were bleeding even after the procedure is over. But for me, when the procedure was over, my bleeding stopped.
Okay, so maybe just a little question. Other than the bleeding and the pain, are there other health effects that may come as a result of that?
Health effects as in?
Like maybe mutashiko na tetanus ama, huh?
Not really, because the tools are always cleaned.
Kila mtu akona yake ama?
Not everybody has his or hers. It's just
tool ni ya kila mtu.
It's for everybody, but it's cleaned.
Okay, just a little question. The tool is for everybody. Just asking, that practice, does the government recognize that?
But I think the government ought to recognize it because the government itself, it promotes culture.
Oh.
You see? When somebody looks at an ulterior view, maybe at a bigger picture view, it's just going to say, no, this one is a Luo. He's just trying to maybe fulfill his cultural obligation.
Okay. Yes. Maybe people won't believe that your 6 lower teeth are not removed. Maybe you can show them. Cameraman zoom. Okay, just a little question. You're going to be a lawyer. You're a law student, right?
Yes.
How can you say the word constitution?
I can say the word constitution. But these are, sometimes you see, if it's going to be hard, you can plead to the juries or the judges who are listening to you, and you maybe ask them that for words that you're not understanding, kindly bear with me. But I do articulate words that are understandable, I guess.
Okay.
Yes,
okay. Now, Gusto, how was the reaction of your peers when they realized that you don't have your 6 lower teeth anymore?
The reaction of my peers, they were very surprised. They were very so astonished. They didn't expect somebody like me to do such a thing. They didn't expect somebody like me to profess Legio Maria faith. Yeah, you see, but you see, when it comes to matters of faith, these are total different seasons. These are total different lines in everything that constitutes life in itself.
Okay. Would you advise any of your friends to be part of your religion?
I would advise them, but Matthew can just tell you this: the removal of the 6 lower teeth in our church, it's something that really requires faith. Because even in our church right now, most people have stopped doing that practice. Like you can find 3 in 400.
So it's only people who choose to have it done.
Yes, it's by your own will. Your own will. There is no coercion. There is no compulsion in any way. It's your own will.
Oh God! So you independently chose to have it.
I independently do that.
Are there any regrets?
I don't regret anything, I guess.
Hata kukula nyama unakulanga sawa.
Now I think I'm even using. Nowadays I do practice using the cutlery, so I look much more modernized. I use the fork and knife. You see?
Okay. So you are off the life of biting a banana and stuff. Unaikata tu kwa mkono kiaka.
Yes, I guess that's the best way to do it.
Okay, see, I'm a little bit surprised because the removal of the 6 lower teeth was the form of initiation for the Luos, but it was banned for the health effects.
It was not banned for the health effects.
Yeah. People just left it.
People just abandoned it. Not like health effects or something. People saw it that it was archaic, it was somehow backward. But this one, as for me, I didn't go for the procedure because it's a cultural practice. Otherwise, I'm also circumcised, you see.
Yeah.
So for me, I always had circumcision as my initiation. That one was my primary thought. But for this one is all about faith.
Okay. Now, since now you don't have your sexuality, for example, you meet a beautiful lady or you'd like to engage in a romantic relationship, alafu hauna meno zote chini sita, alafu akimbie. Have you ever had that thought?
Not like that thought. No, when you want to have romance with a lady, does he love your teeth because you have teeth, or does he love maybe your personality or your looks or everything? But if you want to love me because of my 6 lower teeth, and you're going to question me that where are my 6 lower teeth, like that won't be a condition for you to love me, then I'm sorry. I'm just past of that. Yes, that's a life that I was into so much some time back, and I guess I regret it, you see. That was not a good life, you see. I see youths indulging themselves in this generational, how can I call it? Like, it's a peer pressure, this generational pressure. But Mungu na anapanga, unaona?
Okay.
So kila kitu inaenda vile Mungu amepanga. I believe it was God's will that I remove my 6 lower teeth at this age, at age 20.
Right. It's a shock. Now, just this question. You are strong into your religion.
Yes.
To the point of removing your 6 lower teeth. Let's say now you are offered a chance to be the overall leader of Legio Maria. Would you leave your practice of law to become that?
You see, our God is a God of order.
Yeah.
Our God is a God of order, and you see, they say, lay your plans to God in order for them to be fulfilled.
Okay.
Yes. That's not my desire. It's not my desire maybe to lead the Legio Maria fraternity and it's all.
Okay.
I just want to be a lawyer or any other job that God sees that it best suits me.
Okay. Now, your interaction with other churches, maybe those other churches do not practice the removal of the 6 lower teeth. Do you find it weird for them not to believe so?
Yes, I find it weird for them to believe so because it's very difficult. It's very difficult. Legio Maria is not an easy religion. I must tell everybody. It's not an easy religion.
Okay.
And it's not a religion with jokes. Huh?
Okay.
It's a religion that if you don't have faith, you really need not to be there.
So, like, other than removal of the 6 lower teeth, what other practice do people do that you don't see in other churches?
Like, we wear kanzos.
Okay.
What else? Like, we remove our shoes when we enter to the church.
Like Moses did with the burning bush.
Yes, like we believe that's a sacred place.
Okay.
What else do we do? I guess, but most of the Legio Maria, it's equally identical to Catholic.
Oh,
yes. Like somebody can call it that these are traditional Catholic.
So you would confidently pray in a Catholic church other than the Legio Maria?
Yes, I would. But now sometimes churches where there are difference in which I don't see myself that the difference maybe during in the praying of the mass.
Okay.
Yes, like we have very many differences the way the priests in Catholic do their mass and the way we do our mass.
You also take the sacrament?
We also take the sacrament.
Oh, I didn't know about that. So now, focusing on your choice to have your 6 lower teeth removed,
yes.
You believe that there is no single day that you'll ever regret having that done?
I just pray to God to give me strength and courage, because it's quite difficult sometimes, because the interaction I've made with my friends, they are just astonished up to now, and you might never know what's their next move.
Okay.
You might never know what's their next move. Maybe they start cutting you out.
So you feel stigmatized?
No, I don't feel stigmatized in any way.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You're brave.
I'm brave, I'm strong.
When you mwanaume.
Not that me, I'm strong.
Okay.
I'm confident enough.
Okay, now as we conclude, I believe we've passed the time limit. As we conclude, what advice will you give to people about your state or about your decision of removing your 6 law?
The advice I will give to them is that, guys, the Constitution, maybe I just want to talk to the law school students, that the Constitution encourages, because to you, you know, when I speak to them about the faith in which I profess and the major reason why I removed my 6 lower teeth with regards to the basis of faith and maybe going to heaven and everything, they won't understand. Okay? But in so, what they can understand is that the removal of the 6 lower teeth was a cultural practice for the Luo. So, like, I would just like and beg them to be so much kind enough and exercise some religious tolerance.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, is there anything else you'd like to say?
I'd just like to say that the removal of my 6 lower teeth has not changed me. Just me, it's Gusto me itself.
You're still Gusto.
Everything, I'm so much composed. But now there's some things I cannot do.
You never dance on TikTok nowadays.
I now don't dance. Nowadays I'm saved.
Umeacha TikTok bwana?
Nimeacha hiyo. Siku siko huko.
What about social media?
Social media niko WhatsApp,
Facebook, Instagram.
Hizo siko mimi.
Hapo sasa umeachana na
hao, mimi nimeachana nayo.
That's new. So you deleted your TikTok account.
Nilizitoa zote mimi.
And you're never going back there?
I'm never going back there because like zinasumbua, unaona? Yaani zinapoteza muda pia.
Oh, okay.
Unaona?
Okay.
Yaani zinapoteza muda ambao inafaa unaangalia hizo sites. Maybe if you dedicate them to prayer, I think that will be a much more fruitful investment.
Okay. Okay, so thank you very much for being our guest today. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Massive TV. My name is Javan Silas Owiti. Javan Silas, that's enough. My name is Javan, and thank you for watching this show. Kindly subscribe. Thank you. Bye.